Welcome, everyone. Come on in. Come on screen if you choose. Bye. Great to see everybody. Welcome.
I'll put myself
Nice to
on screen.
have you here. Come on in. Letting everybody into the room here. So many familiar faces. So good to see you all. Aw, some faces that I haven't seen in a while. Welcome. Thanks for joining. We are really excited about this call. We've got some really magical stuff lined up for you. We'll just give everybody a couple of minutes to come in and we'll jump right into it. How is everyone doing today? Feel free to share. You can drop it in the chat or give a thumbs up or a happy dance. We'd love to hear how they're going. Oh, Tarka, love it. Amazing. Wonderful to see you guys. Welcome. Hi. Yay. Okay. So, yeah, we'll keep letting people in. We'll get started. So, welcome to this amazing call. Right off the top, if you didn't join our first painted picture call, all good. You're welcome to watch the replay if you choose to. And this is just a continuation of the expansion of the energy. We had such a beautiful time on that first call, and it was so expansive. And we decided let's do more of this because it really serves us, it serves the community, it serves the creation of all of our dreams and desires and painted pictures. So if you'd like to drop into the chat, if you've already done a painted picture with Human Garage, or if that's something that is on the horizon for you. Also, if you have no idea what a painted picture is, please let us know. We'll be speaking into all of that and sharing more. And as we said in the intro for the call, on the app, definitely not required by any stretch. Really, the whole concept is just about bringing our dreams to life. And so, of course, everyone is welcome in that. So we are the INFLOW team. We know many of you. Some of you we have yet to know. I'm Kyla Gent, and I've been a part of the Human Garage world for a year and a half. And earlier this year in Cancun, I teamed up with these beautiful souls, Katrina, Jen, and Lee, and we decided to start to co-create together. We brought together our painted pictures, our dreams, our desires, and something really magical has been unfolding. It's been truly one of the greatest gifts of being a part of this community is meeting such amazing people and then choosing to co-create with these three women. So I'll give each of them an opportunity to just say hello as we're letting people in and people are getting settled. So Katrina, did you want to share first?
Hi, everyone. I'm Katrina, and I'm a coach with the Human Garage. I've been with them since about a year and a half now. And for me, yeah, painted picture, when we decided to, spark this series, I would say we're starting maybe a series going on here. It was because I felt so empowered by everything that had progressed throughout my time with Human Garage. And I wanted to share some tips and tricks and get everybody together, because just even what we've done is one piece, but when we hear what other people are doing, it may be that next step for us in sparking something inside of us. So welcome, everyone.
Thanks, Katrina. Jen?
Hey everyone, I'm Jennifer Klein. I'm also one of the Human Garage coaches in the community, and I have been in the community for a little over 2 years. I'm in the United States in Minnesota, where we're having a beautiful fall day today. And I'm one of the painted picture facilitators
Yeah, please. Thank
in
you.
the community. Oh, somebody's need to mute.
Yep, I'm on it.
I was like, I can't do it. I can't talk and do it at the same time. Terrible. Yeah, I'm one of the facilitators for the painted picture in the community, and we're hoping moving forward we'll have some more that can offer as facilitators as well. But it's been really fun to kind of take that over from Aisha. And yeah, so this is where we're kind of at now with these classes and workshops for people to to see what painted picture is all about. Because I think when they get to LSA two, that's what they're most interested about. So welcome.
Awesome. Thanks, Jen. Lee?
Hi, everyone. I'm Lee. I'm based in Montreal. I'm in Vancouver a lot too, if you ever want to meet me there. And I've been with the Human Garage community just 2 years now. I'm involved with about 5 other different modalities of fascia release because I just love this world. Went right down the rabbit hole. I also love this world of understanding the power of invitation into our life and how to create that source energy, that source magnet. So I'm super fascinated with the painted picture modality and all of the different ways we can activate it in our life, physically activate it in our life, and move the things that are in front of us and that we're not even seeing often out of the way. So we just flow forward without any interruption. So I'm totally down with this, what we're doing today and exploring it with you guys. I just think it's so much fun.
Fantastic. Thanks, Lee. Okay, let's sync up and then we'll begin. So let's put our right foot over our left, right hand under your left armpit, left hand on top of your right shoulder. Just relax your shoulders down, straighten your spine. Drift your head to the left, body to the right, and let's take 3 breaths in and out through the mouth. 1, 2, 3, 3 breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. 1, 2, and 3. Slowly coming back to center and unwind. Thank you. So Jen is going to get us started.
Yay. So my internet's been kind of weird, so if I freeze and you don't hear anything I say, just put up a bunch of your little icon hands so I know that I'm frozen. Um, but yeah, so I'm, like I said, I'm one of the facilitators doing painted picture right now in the community. And Aisha is the one that used to do that. She is traveling the world and super busy, so she had asked someone to help out with that. And so I started in the spring. I changed the way we did it a little bit, which has been kind of fun. Um, I add in teaching people a little bit about their giftings as far as using astrology, human design, and gene keys. Um, so it's been a super fun process. So many people are coming in right now to do painted pictures that I can't really keep up with it. Hence these calls. Plus, we're going to be kind of figuring out if we can get some more people to assist people to move through their painted picture. But the good news is you don't need to have a facilitator to work on your painted picture. You can do it all on your own. It's just something that we have and that we offer just to help you guys. So painted picture comes up in LSA 2. So you need to complete all of LSA 2 before you get kind of put into the painted picture content. And then when you're in there, that's when you can make an appointment or sessions. It's going to be ever evolving and changing, kind of like the whole Human Garage community has been since it started. And so be flexible and adaptable, as we say, as it keeps changing. But I have created right now is 5 sessions for people. And those sessions are just used as getting to know you and then checking in to create a visual picture of the painted picture and then a story that's really descriptive using your feelings and sensory to really be able to show us what this painted picture looks like. And like I said, this is evolving from Aisha to me to then expanded to more people to help people move through it. So we'll see what it's going to end up looking like in the end. But these calls are super fun for us to connect because most people think painted pictures right away in LSA2, and we're trying to, change a lot of the content so people understand that it comes kind of at the end of LSA2, even though, yeah, you can do it whenever you want. So that's just the main thing I want you guys to know is like, you want to start today, you can. Some people have done dream boards or vision boards throughout their life, so it's similar to that. So yeah, so that's a little bit about the process. So I think Kerri-Anne Pratt, you're on right now, aren't you?
Yeah.
I think I saw her pop in. Yay! So if she's open to it, she can unmute and I'll talk to her for a minute. So Kerri-Anne, so I have a handful of people that have gone through all of the painted picture processes to get to their end product, and we do a little presentation, just a creative way to, if you were to tell the world about your painted picture, how would you do it? And Kerri-Anne Pratt just finished hers, and she made a video of her painted picture, and it's really creative, really fun. And so in a minute, we're going to show you the video, but Kerri-Anne, do you want to say anything about your experience with your painted picture?
Yeah, so it was a great process. I had started with Aisha and then that finished. So I then started working with Jen, and I loved the process that Jen has brought into the painted picture and the 5 different meetings. Really got me thinking, got me out of my comfort zone, and it's something that becomes really heartfelt, which I think's really important in the process, is that it's coming from the heart. So very grateful to Jen for how her vision of seeing this when we're talking about vision boards, and how that really helps you develop from the heart. So thanks, Jen.
You're welcome. Well, so my question is your painted picture that you did at the end, was it anything like you thought it was going to be when you first started?
Not the final presentation, no. So in my head, it's the story, but how it actually looks. You actually inspired me and completely changed how I would say it. You said one little thing, and I'm like, oh, I've got to run with it. And I'm not going to say what it is just yet, because I will wait till you play the video. But yeah, so through the conversations, and I think that's something that on every level of Human Garage is the conversations and the connections that you make, that really can be inspiring. So
Yeah. Yeah, and she was, so her end project was very creative and I loved it. And sometimes it does takes other people in a community to challenge us to step out of the box and do something different that really is from our heart. So that will lead us into her YouTube video that she created. And I'm gonna have Kyla. I'm like, who's showing it? I forgot. Kyla's gonna play it for us.
Okay, so I'm just, Kerri-Anne, I'm going to mute you, and hopefully our sound is everything we would hope for it to be here.
Yes, if you're not muted, mute now if you can.
Mhm. Okay.
When the clouds roll back and the stars fill the night, that's where the heart stands up. Big time way, together we're a brand new across the river. You'll hear freedom calling, hurry into the presence now. Before giving on, I can see. My story is one of freedom in every sense of the word, a journey. I wake up with the sounds of nature filling my ears, and my big glass window is looking over the beauties nature has to offer. Sun rising over rolling hills, green trees, blue oceans, white sands, red golden mountains, colours alive and dancing, breathing in and smelling fresh, crisp air full of wonder and promise. I am lovingly embraced in the arms of my partner, and I leisurely wake, having time for my own personal morning routine that is out amongst what Mother Nature has to offer, including doing fascia maneuvers, meditations, exercise, whatever my heart desires. There is no rush, no early appointments, no school to get to. We get family time. Kids are homeschooled, following their passions and spark in life. There is joy, love, fun, and laughter in our home. I am supported by a loving partner in all areas of my life: career, emotionally, physically, financially. Our relationships makes my heart swell. We touch, consider, rejoice, laugh, play. It's easy but fulfilling and rewarding. My life is a summer fruit platter full of colour and texture, bringing me joy, wonder, and appreciation with every bite. Every day is different, but has the same solid foundation that the day is built upon to ensure it is in line with mine and everyone
Kyla, can you hear us?
and our values. My clients are
I don't know if you saw all the chat, but the video is frozen for everyone.
Oh, thank you. I didn't see that. That wasn't coming through. Okay, are we back? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, no problem, Kyla, but it didn't start. It didn't launch. The video didn't launch, but the sound did.
Oh, I was
Yeah,
watching by myself. I was like, oh, so beautiful. Okay.
Yeah, it sounded really good. We want to see it. I'm waving away, thinking,
I
how do I
know.
get
I
her?
was like, she's saying volume up. Okay, I'll turn the volume up a little bit.
I'm
Yeah,
that's
sorry.
funny.
the chat doesn't show at all when the screen is sharing. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
So sometimes you have to relaunch it. And the other thing I would do is don't press play until you enlarge it, where we can all see it in the enlarged, and then press play and see if it feeds it better.
yeah, that was what I did. Okay. I choose to move on and share it at the end if we're able to, and also link it in the show notes.
Sounds
So,
good.
Kerri-Anne, I was watching it and it's beautiful. Amazing. Okay. So, flexible and adaptable. We continue. So let's get into our bodies a little bit here. I'm going to invite everybody to just bring your awareness into your body. We've heard a little bit of Kerri-Anne's story of how her vision is coming to life, how she's speaking into it. Let's just collect that energy. Just bring your hands in front of you and just move your fingertips around and collect that energy of someone realizing their painted picture. This is beautiful. And then as you gather this little ball of energy, bring your hands closer and closer together and just invite this energy into your space. You can bring it into your heart. Just pressing your fingertips lightly against your heart space, feeling into that gratitude, that excitement, that joy. And let's take our right hand and press our palm against our heart. And then take your left hand and press that hand into the back of your right, straight through into your heart space. Relaxing your shoulders down. Breathing in through the nose, all the way down into your heart. And then exhaling softly, letting your bones slowly sink towards the earth. Breathing in through your nose. And then exhaling softly, sinking down again towards the earth, while simultaneously drawing a little thread up through the center line of your body, up through the top of your head. Breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth, landing on the heart space, bringing all of your attention and awareness there. And as you continue to breathe at your own pace, I invite you to picture a tiny little ball of light glowing right at the center of your heart. Tiny and also mighty. A beautiful, brilliant, piercing little ball of light. Notice what color it is. Notice if it begins to grow as you draw your attention to it. And as you continue to breathe, I invite you to wrap that breath with love around that little ball of light and encourage it to grow. Invite it to grow in your embrace. Send love through your palms into your heart space, warming the area, creating a gorgeous little cave, a little cavern for this light to grow in, to feel nurtured and safe, secure, held in love. Inhaling through your mouth. Fill that entire little space where that light resides. Fill it with your breath. Fill it with life. And feel it expanding. Feel it expanding out to the edges of your torso. Feel it extending out your arms and your legs. Up through the tops of your shoulders. Down through your hips and pelvis. Another deep breath in. All the way down to your root. This light continues to grow and expand. Notice the color. Notice the temperature. Notice if it's moving or pulsing or weaving, or if it just continues to expand slowly and steadily. Breathing in again. Invite it to extend past the edges of your body into the atmosphere around you, filling the space that you occupy, creating a beautiful little bubble that you are the center of. As you continue to breathe, I invite you to notice the surface of this bubble. You can even reach your left hand out and brush your fingers along it. How does it feel to you? Is it warm when you touch it? Does it shimmer and move? Do your fingers pass right through like magic? Invite this bubble now to become mirrored. And as you look around, you see your reflection. In all directions, you see your reflection. Like you're looking into the surface of a pool. It's like you're at the center of a crystal ball. You are the crystal ball. You carry all of the answers. Notice now that someone is approaching the edge. From the outside, someone is walking towards you. And they raise their right hand and press it up against this crystal ball. If you feel called, reach your left hand out and press your fingertips to theirs, your palm to their palm. Do you see their face? Do you see their hand? Breathing in through your mouth. Exhale out and expand your bubble. As your bubble expands, notice how it includes this person, this being who is pressing their hand to your hand. And notice that you are looking in a mirror, that this is you. Notice that this you is inviting you to join them, that they have something to share with you, that they are eager and excited and filled with joy. Feel their joy. Notice that now that they are in the bubble with you, this expanding joy in their heart is connected to your joy, your heart, that their hand is your hand, that their breath is your breath, that they have come forward from another space, another time, another place in the quantum field. That they have gifts and messages for you right here, right now. Notice that as you're in the energy of this beautiful bubble of light, there really doesn't seem to be any time, any space, and all of the narratives and circumstances of life seem to have dissolved into the light. Notice if your heart is pulling you, inviting you, drawing you forward. Do you wish to go with this version of you, to receive the information that they have for you? Be curious. Be open. Are you ready?
For the hardware store and we come back and watch them after the session. Yeah, the session.
Are you ready for this invitation? Allow the noises in your environment to be invitations, to be signals and signs. What is between you and moving forward into this you that is so filled with joy, that is emanating so much love, that exists in this world of light? Look down. Look down in front of you. Is the path clear? Is the road open? Is it lit? Is there a door? Is there a window? Is there a forest? Is there a wall? Is there an ocean? Or is it just simply one single step? A clear path for you to reach out and take your own hand to step forward into everything that is possible for you. Notice your body sensations. Your body holds wisdom. Your body holds all of the answers. Are you leaning forward? Are you leaning backwards? What happens if you lean your torso forward a little bit towards this you that's waiting with open arms? How does this feel? Do you feel safe to live this dream? Do you feel ready? Do you choose this? If you choose, take the hand, accept the embrace, and step in. And notice how you feel. How do you feel here? Everything in this moment is happening for you. All of the sensations that you're having, the thoughts, the feelings are for you. There is key information for you here. Gather it. Gather it. Bring your hands in front of you, palms up, and envision tiny pebbles, tiny round, beautiful, soft pebbles gathering in your hands. Collect this wisdom. Collect this information. This is for you. The you that has invited you here lays their hands, palms down on top of these little pebbles and presses your hands into your hands. You make the choice from your side, and this other you makes the choice from their side, and you walk towards one another. Press your palms together and feel those little pebbles of knowledge, resources, tools, gifts coming into your field, sparkling up your arms all the way to your heart. Take your right hand and press it into your heart. Take your left hand and press it into your heart. And then draw your right hand out from under your left hand and press it in again. The hand of the you that you are moving into. And then draw your left hand out from under your right hand and press it into the back of your right. You are always with you. Come back into your bubble. Settle into the center. And look out at this world where you are waiting for you. Thank yourself for these gifts, this wisdom. Promise yourself that you are walking this path, this clear, beautiful path towards these experiences and sensations that you have co-created with yourself. Letting your hands drift down to your sides. Take a deep breath in through your nose. And exhale, feeling it through your entire body. Deep inhale through the nose. And exhale, tilting your chin up towards the sky. Deep inhale through the nose. And as you exhale, drop your chin to your chest, breathing out towards the earth. Feeling into your center. Slowly drifting your eyes open when you feel ready. Looking around your space. Reorienting to your room, moving your body. Taking as much time as you choose. Staying in that space of gratitude for all that is coming. Katrina.
Thanks, Kyla. So as we just experienced this visualization, this path, this place of uncertainty, where we're moving into this painted picture place. Some of us have a clear direction and know where we're going to go. And then certain things happen in our lives and we need to make new changes, new choices. And what I've found most recently is really using our language to shift that the quantum space in our bodies. So visualization for me, I could come up with so many ideas and what I wanted to do, to create and manifest. And really tapping into my body and my sensations in my body have really has supported me in moving forward in this. And so what I'd like to do with us is to just experience our fascia maneuvers using some of this language that really allows us to feel into our body, because we're moving through this life and we don't necessarily know that all these tensions or sensations are stuck in our body. So we're going to just do a little experiment here with Totally Twisted. And we're going to take our right foot over our left and we'll take our right hand under. And we're just going to close our eyes or keep them open, whatever is comfortable. And we're going to just gently relax the body, turn the body to the left this time and head to the right. And we're going to breathe in here. We'll breathe in 1 through the mouth and let it out. Softening and noticing the sensations in the body. 2. And 3. Then let's breathe through the nose. And as we exhale, just repeat, if it is safe for me,
If it is safe for me,
I let go.
I let go.
And just notice what happens in the body. And let's take a breath through the nose. And repeat, I give myself permission.
I give myself permission.
Let it flow.
To let it flow.
And see if you have a little bit more space in that twist. And breathe in through the nose. And let it go. And repeat, I remember.
I remember.
Letting go.
Letting go.
And breathe 3 breaths, staged in. 1, 2, a little more. Letting go. I let go.
I let go.
Stage breath again. 2, 3. I let go.
I let go.
Again. 2, 3. Let it go. I let go and flow.
Let go and flow.
And breathing in through the nose, bring it back to the center, and just let the hands fall down by the side, and just notice. Move the body in your chair or standing, whatever you choose, and just notice any shift in the body. Follow your breath, and let's take that left foot over top of the right, and left arm under, right arm over. And let's turn the body this time to the left, or to the right, and head to the left. And just settle in here with a breath in through the mouth. 1, release. 2, 3. In through the nose. And repeat, if it is safe for me,
It is safe for me.
I let go.
I let go.
And see if you have a little more space. Breathe in through the nose. I give myself permission
I give myself permission
to flow.
to flow.
Breathe in. I remember letting go.
I remember letting go.
And 3 stages. 1, 2, 3. I choose to let go.
I choose to let go.
Stage in. 2, 3. I choose to flow.
Choose to flow.
1 more. 2. Let go and flow. And slowly bringing yourself back to center. Letting the arms drop by the side, down the body, and just placing the hands on your thighs, on your lap. And just move the body side to side. And just notice any sensation change, any emotions come up. And so for me, one of the steps in reaching this painted picture, this dream, this manifestation, is these conversations with myself, with my body, tapping into the inside. As we tap into the inside and allow this expansion to happen, these moments outside of us attract, so we are open to receive and we're open to give. Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Thank you, Katrina. That felt amazing. Lee?
Thanks, Katrina. It was amazing. So I just want to bring in some more of this language in conversation and how it can feel in our body. How we speak has a physical response in our body, not only in directing our thoughts ultimately, but we can pick it up really easily, and it's simple. So just touch your fingertips and vibrate a little bit through your chest just to make it a little bit more active. Take a breath into that space. And I'm going to give you 5 verbs, I guess, and feel how those verbs actually feel in our body. Good. Let your hands slide down And just roll forward and back on your heels to your toes and naturally come into what you feel is a center of your feet and come to a natural stop. Say, I choose to find my center.
Choose to find my center.
And maybe go a little forward, a little back. I choose to feel my center.
I choose to feel my center.
And now allow yourself to drop into your center. I choose to be centered.
I choose to be centered.
Good. Now just use this verb, I need, and kind of track the vibration in your body. Then go to the next one and say it out loud, I want. I should. Another breath in. I'm trying. Take another breath in. I choose.
I choose.
Take that breath in and circle back to I need. And once again, I need. And kind of note to yourself, is there a big movement, or is there quiet, or is there even a contraction in the words of I need? Nice second try with I want. Good. I should. Notice where that should lands. And I'm trying. And then take that breath in again and just breathe in. And as you exhale, I choose. And as you feel those different vibrations in your body, I'm going to give you some decoding. So I need literally decodes into scarcity. I don't have enough. And I'm feeling that scarcity. And there's typically a contraction that we kind of pull. So when we're writing our painted pictures, I need might not be the way that we want to pull our energy into our body. I want translates into almost a petulant 2-year-old demanding. I want it, I want it, I want it, I want it. An entitlement and an urgency to that entitlement too, which is interesting. I should gets itself wrapped all around shame. Somehow it just pops up and there it is. And that is another contraction. I'm trying amazingly decodes into I'm tired. I am so tired of doing this pattern over and over and over again. And even though I'm trying something new, has a defeatist pattern in it. So I choose something new though. Our big power word is interesting because when you take a breath into those words of I choose this, and breathe into that vibration. Almost like there's a giant gong in our torso and a monk just going mong, and there's this nice round circle of vibration. Because choose decodes into commitment and clarity and courage. And those are 3 really powerful forces. And of course, with I choose and that ability to choose courage in choice has fear involved. Because there is no courageous choice any of us have ever made that didn't have a gasoline propulsion push of fear. It's the energy that sometimes can push our courage and help us leap off the cliff. So when we use those verbs, think about what their intention is as they hit our body and land in our body. And I invite you to choose to be all your choices. Thanks.
Thanks, Lee. Amazing. So let's shift a little bit into the energy of how, that how that always seems to creep in somehow. It's sneaky, isn't it? You know, a lot of us have done a lot of this work and we know that whole idea of let go of the how. Don't worry about the how. Just get into the feeling of it. Just feel it and magnetize it into you. And so this is an invitation again to use the tool that we have, which is fascial maneuvers, which is awareness of our body, communicating with our body, bringing some pure speech, some phrasing into it that will support our body in feeling heard, seen, understood, loved, cared for. And so let's play with this a little bit. One of the things that I've been playing in lately in my personal practice is changing the perspective. So instead of my view, my perceptions, me, looking out at the world. I choose to project myself into the future, like we just did in the meditation, into this other part of ourselves that's out in the quantum field. Imagine how much more ease there could be if you're moving towards a dream and your dream is moving towards you at the same time. You've got to go half the distance instantly. And so let's play with the idea of all of those things that we desire, that we choose, are actually out in the quantum field moving towards us. I get full activation chills when I start to talk about this because it's so exciting. Instantly, it doesn't feel so hard. Instantly, it's like there's this energy out there looking for me, coming towards me, seeking me. Yes, I choose this. So we're going to actually work with the endocannabinoid points for this. And this is something amazing, beautiful, powerful that connects in with our whole fascial system. You can learn more about this through Lee, actually, coming to our Monday community calls, and also through Danny Billings. So let's just tap into this concept that our role is to receive. The more open we are to receiving, the more we are magnetizing in all of our dreams and desires. So I'll invite you to repeat after me. My role is to receive here.
My role is to receive here.
Notice how this feels in your body. My role is to shine my light. This is what I'm here for. Deep breath in through your nose, and as you exhale, just imagine that there is a rain washing over you, and all of the narratives are just rolling off of you and sinking down into the earth where they're transmuted into love, and that this process will continue as we go through this. So this is a tender practice. When we touch these points that I'm going to invite you to touch, we do it with tender, loving fingers, as you would touch a baby or the petals of a flower. So we're going to bring our fingertips onto our forehead, and we're just going to gently touch 2 points over our eyebrows, and then we're going to slowly and lovingly turn this fascia so that our fingers are pointing up towards the sky. Notice how this feels for you. Can you meet your body here with love and presence? And I'll invite you now to repeat after me. Beauty finds me. Beauty finds me. Beauty finds me. As you feel into these words, imagine what it would be like for you to get up, to go out into your day, knowing that beauty, moments of beauty that feel beautiful to you in life, are seeking you out, are finding their way to your path so that they will meet you. All there is for you to do is receive. Slowly move your fingertips around and find another point. And we're going to turn that fascia up towards the sky. Ease finds me. Ease finds me. Ease finds me. And I receive. Bringing your right hand now a little higher up, closer to your hairline. Let's see how it feels if we bring our left hand and cup it ever so softly on the back of our head as a gentle support. Abundance chooses me. Abundance chooses me. Abundance always chooses me. And I receive. Bringing your left hand back to the front. Find another spot and gently turn that fascia. Open that doorway. Right hand comes softly to the back of your head. Joy chooses me. Joy chooses me. Joy chooses me, and I receive. Drawing your hands down your body, maintaining contact. Come right under the collarbones now. Moving your fingertips around, finding a place that feels like the spot that your body chooses for you. And again, we're going to turn our fingers up towards the sky. Love remembers me. Love remembers me. Love remembers me and reminds me. And I receive. Draw your elbows up to the side. And once again, find another place. Turning up towards center. Love touches me. Love tenderly touches me. Love joyfully touches me, and I receive all of my love. Coming down a little lower to the heart space. And let's turn those points, fingertips once again, pointing up towards the sky. Community grows around me. Community grows around me. Community grows around me, and I receive. Slight adjustment. If you choose, you can try moving your fingertips a little farther apart, turning and opening, softening the shoulders. Faith feels me. Faith feels me. Faith feels me. And I receive. Drawing your fingertips down just a little bit lower, right in line with the nipples, pressing into this fascia and slowly, intentionally opening these points, turning your fingertips upwards. Connection finds me. Connection finds me. Connection finds me. Drifting your fingertips down the center line of your body. Find a place for them to rest on your lap. And just notice. Notice how your body is responding here. What do you feel? Moving your body around a little bit if you choose, just listening to your own signals. Noticing your breath, Is your body receptive here? Was there a series of words that really spoke to your body, that your body responded to in a different way? Take note of those, carry those with you, speak them daily if you choose. They are for you. Coming back into your space. Feel free to share in the comments if there's anything that really landed for you that you choose to speak into, or which one of the phrases, if there was one, that really resonated for you. And we're going to shift back to Lee, who is going to take us through another beautiful phrase. You're muted, Lee.
Thanks, Kyla. That was beautiful. And I love when we use these endocannabinoid points in this meditative way, because they're an overarching regulatory system over all of our systems, we're really fine-tuning the conversation between our brain and body partnership. And another way to fine-tune it is just removing some resistance. And one of the simplest ways to do that is through tapping and emotional freedom technique. And we're just going to do a very, very short one because I want to hear other people's exposure and experiences with their painted pictures. And it's about the idea of abundance, because Kyla brought it up, and it's really interesting. What is our relationship with abundance as a concept, a word, an experience? Because a lot of us have general ideas, but have we really got a good connection to what it means for our personal experience? And I can speak into that recently for myself. Briefly, I recognize that I have a huge relationship that's very positive with abundance, and I feel very comfortable that I'm attracting it, and it's all wonderful. But I also notice that abundance can mean an abundance of a hot mess. So it doesn't always mean all of the beautiful things that I'm thinking about bringing into my body. This idea of abundance can mean a lot of anything. So I went, I think I have to really understand that relationship for me a little bit more. And I realized I have definitely felt that I'm a person that deserves or is worthy of abundance. I'm worthy of experiencing it, and it's safe for me to experience abundance. But what I realized, I was missing one piece of my relationship with abundance. It was, am I capable of managing it? Like when it's overwhelming and the abundance is bigger than me and bigger than what I'm understanding my capabilities are, what happens then? And I just recognized, wow, that's a really big piece of how I didn't understand, for me personally, the concept of an abundance. So I'm busy inviting it into my life all the time, and I'm not regulating actually the skill of being a really capable, competent manager of my abundance. So I'm going to invite us to kind of explore very briefly a couple of those ideas for our relationship into abundance. So you just start tapping on the edge of your hand. And if you haven't done it before, you just follow along with the hand gestures that I'm doing. And this is basically like an acupressure point where we're starting to reduce some stress. And what we resist persists. So whatever negative ideas and attitudes we have about abundance, we're just kind of tapping into knocking on the door of melting that resistance. So you take a breath in and get yourself into your body. And you just kind of start the thoughts rolling. So what is my relationship with abundance? Is it all perfect for me? Or do I have some of those corners that Lee was talking about? Maybe I don't feel worthy. Maybe I don't feel deserving. Maybe I've yet to experience it, so it just feels foreign. Or maybe I don't know what to do when I have too much of it. So even though part of me resists abundance, repeat that.
No part of me resists abundance.
I choose to love and honor myself.
I choose to love and honor myself.
Anyways, take a breath in. Even though part of me resists parts of abundance that maybe aren't clear to me. I honor that this is how I feel in this moment.
I honor that this is how I feel in this moment.
And I deeply love and accept myself anyways.
I deeply love and accept myself anyways.
Mm-hmm. So even though part of me resists abundance,
so even though part of me resists abundance,
and anybody who's contributed to this idea in me,
and anybody who's contributed to this idea in me,
I choose to start unwinding this story.
I choose to start unwinding this story.
And see my relationship with abundance.
And see my relationship with abundance.
With clarity.
With clarity.
You just shake your hands out. And just tap on the top of your head initially. And say, is it safe for me?
Is it safe for me?
To experience abundance?
To experience abundance.
Is it okay for me to experience abundance?
Is it okay for me to experience abundance?
Do I deserve it?
Do I deserve it?
Does it make me greedy?
Does it make me greedy?
If I want stuff, does that make me greedy?
If I want stuff, does that make me greedy?
Will people judge me?
Will judge me?
All of this abundance. Could I have abundance in health?
This abundance. Could I have abundance in health?
We always think about abundance in wealth, but how about abundance in my health?
We always think about abundance in wealth, but how about abundance in my health?
Or my friends?
Or my friends?
Or my career?
Or my career?
Or my creative side?
My creative side.
So there's a lot under this abundance umbrella.
So there's a lot under this abundance umbrella.
And I choose clarity.
And I choose clarity.
I choose to be the sort of person.
I choose to be the sort of person
that's open to experiencing abundance.
Open to experiencing abundance.
In all facets of my life.
In all facets of my life.
Mm-hmm. I'm open to this idea.
I'm open to this idea.
And I invite abundance in.
And I invite abundance in.
I invite the skills.
I invite the skills.
That I need.
That I need.
To enjoy my abundance.
Enjoy my abundance.
So I can have all the abundance in the world.
So I can have all the abundance in the world.
And manage it easily and freely.
And manage it easily and freely.
Enjoying that I deserve it.
Enjoying that I deserve it.
And letting any blocks or resistance.
And letting any blocks or resistance.
Just melt.
Just melt.
So I've opened this conversation.
So I've opened this conversation.
To change some agreements.
Change some agreements.
That I have about abundance.
That I have about abundance.
I might not even understand them all right now in this moment.
I might not even understand them all right now in this moment.
But the conversation has started.
The conversation has started.
And I choose.
And I choose.
To invite abundance.
To invite abundance.
Ease.
Ease.
And delight.
And delight.
And freedom.
And freedom.
To be all my choices.
Be all my choices.
Just to be all my choices.
Just to be all my choices.
And I choose this.
And I choose this.
Good. Shake it out. Take a breath in. And I'll just leave you with one thought about abundance that we all experience, we all jointly share. And I'm asking you to take a breath in that's a bit deeper than the one before. A little bigger and let it go. So that oxygen's there for us all the time. The universe is never cheap with oxygen. It says you can have a little, or you can have as much as you want, but you're making the rules. So notice, are you breathing big? Are you expanding? Start playing with this idea that you're noticing what's your relationship with abundance and all the beautiful things that sit underneath it. Thanks.
Thank you, Lee. I love tapping. One of my favorite tools. Wow. Okay. So we have explored a whole bunch of different directions that we can go to support ourselves in the manifestation and magnetizing in of our dreams and desires. And as promised, we choose to speak to some of the people in our community who are in this process real time and who are having beautiful things show up and come in. And so Ria is going to share a little bit about the process that she's going through and how it's unfolding. I'm super excited to hear more. I know some of the details, not all. So, Ria, come on up.
Hi, I'm Ria. I am in the Hudson Valley, New York, upstate New York kind of area, about an hour and a half north of the city. My son is just coming home from school. He just got off the bus, so we're gonna say hi to my sweet boy. Hi. I informed him that I would be on a call most likely, so he has his path that he's focused on, right? Yes. Okay. I love you. So, that was wonderful. I'm gonna just share. I have started thinking about my painted picture. I'm going through LSA 2. I have not gone all the way through. And I was on the last call, which really spurred me kind of my momentum really forward in a lot of areas. So I kind of laid out, not sure how well we can see all this, but I laid out a bunch of my notes, cards. I like to write things on 3x5 cards and my little journals. I started pulling out some of those things that I had been working on since January or February. I completed my third 28-day reset in April 15th, I started it. And the other two times I didn't finish kind of in the allotted time. So that's kind of been my journey. Where I'm at now, I think I have so many areas. I have my house that things are exploding in. I have my personal life with my son where things are really exploding and moving forward in. And I have my career, which really involves a lot of people and the process of Human Garage. So I'm going to choose to speak into that area now. And from the last meeting, let's see, when was the last painted picture? Was it in September?
Yeah, it was a few weeks ago.
September. It was either the end of September or beginning of September,
Yeah.
I believe. September 6th. Here it is. I met Shawned. Shawned is a physiotherapist, and she spoke into wanting to do retreats as part of her vision with horses. And she was kind of asking about people who might know a place for that and exploring. So I reached out to her. I have a girlfriend who has a horse rescue in New Mexico, and we started brainstorming, and it took off. Like we were like little kids at a sleepover. It was like up all night, messaging each other about ideas we were having and how things could go forward. It was beautiful. It was so much fun. And I had not felt that much alive in a really long time. My life felt very scary. People were scary for me. The world felt very scary for me in my past. So this was huge. I was kind of in my own bubble for about 4 years where I felt like I was just healing, and I was very afraid to let anybody in to my bubble because it felt like too much for me to even deal with what I was trying to heal myself, much less any other energies. So this was like a huge, like, wow, this is what life is about. I feel alive again. So it was, I believe, let's see, I have the dates here. There was the foot, INFLOW put on a little mini foot retreat on September 10th. And September 10th was my best friend's birthday. She and I have been friends for 43 years. And I thought, oh, what a great birthday present for her. So I bought a ticket for her and I bought a ticket for myself, and with two different ideas. One, I'm going to have 2 entries into winning some income for, possibly getting some assistance to going to the INFLOW retreat in November. And 2, I love supporting the INFLOW team. Oh, here's the hawk. I don't know if you can hear the hawk. So, he, so I feel like the INFLOW team has gifted this community in so many ways and had such a huge impact in my life. And that was just like an offering for them. Like I would love to give them that financial support. Like, I just feel like there's a give and a flow to life. And so that was part of that. So then I started having some doubts with who was going to take care of my son. I am a single mom. My ex is challenging, to say the least, to deal with. Recently, a few weeks ago, I had to pick my son up because his girlfriend said it was an unsafe environment for my son. And so now we're back in court with that, which is a positive thing. It's a very positive thing, although challenging as well. So that was fear, there was some fear, there was some past doubts that were creeping up. And I thought, I'm not sure if I'm ready to go to this retreat, and just feels a little bit too big for me at this moment. And I decided to gift both of the entries to Shawnette because she was super excited about going. And I thought, all right, sweet, let's give it to her. Like, great. So I gifted those to her. Now, in our conversations, Shawnette was a little hesitant about speaking up on Instagram and social media. And so I had done an interview. I went on live with Paula, and this is only my second live on Instagram. And we started talking about things, and it was so exciting. We were talking about how, I called her my co-creator, would like to, do fascial maneuvers with horses. And I was interested in sharing more with my animals, with my cats and dogs. I have 4 cats and 2 dogs. And so it was this huge thing. And Shawnette saw it and was like, whoa, hearing you say things like that just really sparked more things in my life. And she went live, kind of exclaiming at how wonderful this opportunity is on, or she didn't go live. I think she just did a reel or something on Instagram. So she actually put it out there, that this is happening, which she was so excited about. And it was just this forward momentum of, me kind of pulling her forward and then her kind of pulling me forward. And this is kind of how it's been this whole time. We just, like, one of us is just reaching and the other is like, okay, here I come. So,
Yeah, can we
let's
pause there
see.
for 1 second?
Yes.
Because
Yes.
I think that is so significant. So when we're creating our dream on our own, and we have these fears that naturally are going to come up, there's that energy of contraction, right? It's like, yes, I'm doing this. This is amazing. And we leap. And then it's like, what have I done? And there's contraction. And there's like, but what about this? What about this? And our mind is like, this. You didn't think about these things. Like, let's try and climb back up the cliff that we just leapt off of, right? And so it's natural to have that. There's going to be contraction, expansion, contraction, expansion. We talk about this all the time. So when there's more than just you in the container of what you're creating, you can support each other. And that's what I've witnessed with you, Ria and Shawnette, is that one of you is going to leap forward and the other one's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And then the one that's just left is like, come on. And you're like, okay. And then it reverses and you support one another in that forward momentum. So whether it's a business partner or not for your dream, I encourage you to have allies. Have people that are on your team, not people that you love that you're trying to convince of your painted picture. That's a whole different conversation. Allies who will rally for you, who believe in you, who are going to show up for you. Yes, this is true. This is in the quantum field, whatever languaging you choose to use. They are there for you, supporting, fueling, tending the fire. Yeah. Thanks, Ria. Go ahead.
Yes, definitely. And I love that element that Human Garage brings when they ask you to find a partner, like in the 28-day reset, it kind of starts that mentality. And I just talked to my partner for the first time since we finished the 28-day back in May. last night too. So it kind of comes full circle. And
Yeah.
yeah. Anyway, let's go on with Shaned. And so then I decided I was going to go to the retreat. There was a offering of $600 off. And I thought, oh, okay, this is like feeling a little better in the financial area because that was another one of my concerns is financials. Okay, well that feels good. And I leaned into it and I put my deposit down. Didn't know who was going to take care of my son, didn't know how I was going to come up with the rest of the money. There were a lot of unknowns and I was still like, okay, and a bit, but I was ready to go. Okay, we're gonna do it. We're gonna trust the universe. Here we go. So I did, and then I also joined the retreat or the class that Inflow did about your words.
Speak your body's language.
And
Mm-hmm.
yes, 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 speaking your body's language. And for that one, I chose my girlfriend Nora, who has gone through a divorce. She is she was an airborne jumper in the military, so she's a veteran, and she has two small kids. She's a single mom, and I've been her support. Both of her parents have passed. We have a long history, and I thought, ooh, she could really benefit from this. Plus, I'm supporting this beautiful info team again, and it just feels good. And I'll have two entries into the into the drawing for maybe getting a little financial assistance. And so we did that, and she ended up getting chosen. Her name was drawn for that, and I was super excited. And either way, as Kyla said, either my friend was going to come, or possibly she might want to gift it to me. She ended up gifting it to me, and she said, you know, I'm going to gift this to you because I know you are so excited and on this journey, and you'll bring the information back and share it with me, and that's something that I feel is so beneficial. And it's very true. Kind of backtracking a little bit, it was a couple weeks ago that I got called to pick up my son from my ex. We were in court, and I asked the courts if I could bring him with me to Mexico. Didn't know how this was going to look. We're going back to court on Thursday, next Thursday, or this coming on 10/10, which I think is an awesome date. Shanette and I are really about numbers and numerology. Um, so I feel that he's coming with me. Because in the interim, I have a friend of 10 years who is helping me with construction projects in my house. And I asked my family first. I asked my mom, my sister, my aunts, a lot of people. They all live in New Mexico. I'm originally from New Mexico. I don't have a big support system here. So I asked a lot of my family if they would travel with me. I still have an aunt that may possibly go. However, the contractor said, oh, I would welcome that opportunity to have a break. And I have a bunch of points for our airfare, and I'd cover all of our airfare to go down there. So now my airfare and my son is going to be taken care of with somebody that I trust. And I've had a little bit of relief with or assistance with the financial from the universe as well. And I'm so grateful. I really am so grateful and trusting the process. And as my shirt says, just a bunch of hocus pocus. That's what we're doing. Just a bunch of focus and trusting in the magic and feeling. And just before, I'll share this one quote. Just before I won, or Nora had won the drawing, my mantra was, I receive lots of money so that I am able to share my gifts with others who appreciate it and see high value in who I am and what I offer. And I tend to write things on little 3x5 cards and kind of put them around my house so that I can see them. Be designed by visions of your future and not your memories past is another one that I like. So
Amazing. Thank you so much, Ria, for sharing. There are so many pieces in there that I choose to just shine a little light on and just touch on and how they relate to what we're talking about here. And I love your passion. You are just like going for it, and things are showing up. And sometimes it might feel like something is not lining up, but then the helpful people come. And so that's something else that I always love to lean into and to talk about. The helpful people are on their way. So I envision a path and I ask angels to light that path for me and guide me on it. And then I envision all of these people who I have yet to know are moving towards the path. Almost like if you're running a marathon and people are there passing you water. I know that there's helpful people coming along my path. I have yet to know where, I have yet to know how, I have yet to know what it's going to look like, but they're coming and they're going to be there right when I need them. And that supports me, that visual, in remembering that, it's not all going to be laid out. And sometimes it's going to look like there's a detour or even a brick wall, but the helpful people are coming. The people who come and carry the brick wall away or take the bricks down so that I can jump over it, they're coming. They're all coming if we just stay centered, stay in love, remember that we're moving towards an energy that's also moving towards us. So again, we only have half the distance to go. There's someone coming to meet us, and it's us. And such beautiful things are unfolding. Ria, there's one other thing from your story that I choose to speak into and share. Before I even knew that you and Sean Ed had this like ignition of the painted picture dream coming together after the first painted picture call, and before I even knew that you were planning on coming to the retreat, both of you, um, you had a conversation with Aisha. And I choose to share this because it's really powerful. And you were talking about, I know that Shawned's couldn't be here today. She's in Australia. So we'll only touch very briefly on this, but you're working on a big vision, a big co-creation with Shawned, and we'll share about that maybe on the next call, that aligns your painted pictures around working with the animals. And you were having a call with Aisha, and she spoke into you being at the retreat and then having an experience following that or before that, tied into you being at the retreat. Before the two of you had even booked any tickets or made any commitments, INFLOW didn't even know about it yet. And Aisha said, well, after you come to the retreat, you can go and do that. And so that's an example of someone who's an energetic ally. She spoke into it as it was true before it even existed, and then it unfolded. And so she's a helper for this vision that you held. And I choose to share that as an example because they are everywhere. These people who will show up for us, they're not necessarily involved or attached to our story or our painted picture. They may be, but they may not be. But they will support us in holding the container of our vision. And that's one of the biggest things that I choose to share with all of you today. There's so many tools and resources that we can use. We've shared a few of them here. This time always flies by. Like it feels like this could be a full day workshop, doesn't it? And so there's always
I
more.
didn't I
Yeah,
didn't know that actually Shawnette had that call with Aisha
yeah.
scheduled. And she said, oh, like since we were already in the flow, she invited me. She said, why don't you join so that you can share your piece of what's creating, what's coming together into this. And yes, and Aisha said, oh, so when you're in the INFLOW retreat, why don't you come and see this horse area that's next to us? It's 5 minutes from where we are. And I'll text. She said, I'll send the person a message that owns it right now. And as we were there, she sent them a message and she said, I'll tell them you're coming. And Shanette and I, like, we both kind of looked at each other like, going, we're going, we're going.
Yeah. So imagine surrounding yourself with people who will hold your vision for you that clearly without any attachments or stories. Aisha had no idea how they were going to make that happen, but she threw it out in the quantum field and it was a yes. And now it's unfolding and all of these things are happening. Like you're buying a ticket for your friend, she wins the prize, so it's your ticket has a discount. This, helpful people. Your new roommate has airline tickets, so now the flights are covered. Like you can't really plan any of this. It's just about huge trust, just opening our hearts and surrendering to receiving. Going back to that exercise we did earlier. Our role is just to receive, just to stay open and to continually let all of those narratives wash off of us. Yeah, okay, I hear that, and I choose to let it go. That's not for me. Yeah, I know you're scared. Oh, I know it sounds scary. I let that go. I let that wash over me, wash off of me. And I just hold this vision. And when I'm in contraction, I reach out for support. I find my people in this community and I'm like, hey, I'm in contraction. Support, please. For me personally, I just need to speak it out and then it dissolves into dust and moves. And I'm like, I feel like this is happening. And I'm like, oh, well, that moved. Okay, thank you for holding space and listening. So I encourage you, if you have yet to practice that, give it a try and see how it feels. Would anyone like to share? We have done a lot of sharing today, and we were hoping for more time for conversation. So I'm aware that it is an hour and a half, which is how long we said this class would be. Um, we will stay on for some conversation for anybody who is able to and chooses to. So if anyone would like to share your experience, your what's happening for you in your painted picture, in your vision, in your dreams.
Kyla, would you consider queuing up Kerri-Anne's YouTube again? Because it just might work now. All the energy's lined up. And I would love to see how I can support her. Because you never know. There might be something there for me.
Yes, I love that. Thank you, Lee, for bringing that back online for me.
And I love that she did a video.
Kerri-Anne, you need to wake back up. She's in Australia. She's probably laying down. No. Kerri-Anne, are you there? Oh,
Okay.
there she is. Okay.
She's up.
Okay, everybody, make this happen.
So because I can't see the chat at all, Jen, will you just text me on WhatsApp if you can't hear it, please? Thank you. Oh, and
So we could hear it, but it wasn't launched. The video wasn't moving, but the sound was.
So if it's not working, Jen, just text me on WhatsApp because I have no idea. I'm just in a bubble of watching it in
Okay.
my theater. Okay, here we go. And it works. I choose for it to work. Okay, I just realized that the system of people shaking their heads also works really well. So it wasn't working, correct? I'm like, Jen, text me. And then people are just like,
no, we will watch it. You've put the link in the chat. We're going to watch it.
You want me to try? I can try it too.
Yeah, Jen, why don't you try? Anything? No. Okay.
Perhaps you have to put it on full screen.
Yeah, mine was, and it still wouldn't load. Okay. Jen, can you hear me?
I choose to look at that link in the chat and watch it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's in there, and we encourage everybody to take a look. Kerri-Anne, you've done a beautiful job, and thank you for sharing that and your willingness to share it with the group. I'm excited to watch the whole thing. Yeah. Yes. Carol. Mom.
I just want to say I'm making a commitment to this group that I am going to manifest going to the retreat.
Aww.
I really want to go. with so many wonderful people that are already going to go. So I'm going to put it out there. Kyla's going to help me because I sew bags. I make tote bags that are great. And I have them on Etsy. But Kyla's going to help me so that I can send it out to this group. I know Judy has one, and Kyla has several. But they're great. And that would be my way of creating that income to be able to go to the retreat. So with Kyla's help, I will contact you somehow and send you pictures or get you the link to my Etsy site. And I will create a special for maybe I'll make it an inflow special. I can do that on my Etsy site. And put it out there. And I love making them. They bring me so much joy. I've been doing it for 7 years, so I've sold probably, I don't know, over 100 on Etsy. So there's reviews and pictures, and you can have a look at them. And I'm just making this commitment to you as a group that I'm going to do this for me. This is my gift to me. I love you all.
Well,
Carol, I love you. That is it's such a moment of like action too. It's like we can have a dream, and then it's like that commitment is taking that next step is how I'm going to do it. And we put it out and something else may come up. So that's beautiful. And I see you there.
Mm-hmm.
Me too. With all the wonderful people that are going to come, as Kyla said, everyone that should be there will be there, and I know Ria and Kerri and Sinead and Judy, Kyla, and all the INFLOW ladies and everyone else that's going to be there. So I am super excited.
Yeah, beautiful.
I just want to, can I just speak to that?
Yeah, of course.
I care. I will keep that vision for you for sure. Yes, it's wonderful. And I actually have 2 of her bags, and I can't tell you, the quality is amazing, and I use it all the time, like especially one of them, my more recent one, of course. Yeah, they're fantastic. And I can see this working for you, and I love you, and I hope to see you there. I will see you there.
Yes.
I will see you there.
This is a beautiful opportunity, and I choose to speak into this for a moment. So, for anyone on the call who doesn't know, Carol is my mom, and I've watched you walk a really beautiful path of expansion and contraction, particularly around this desire and dream of coming to the retreat. You've been a yes, and then you're like, oh, I don't know how that's going to work. I'm a no. And then you're like, I'm coming. It's a yes. And then you're like, I can't do this. I don't know. I just can't. And so this is part of the process. Trust this process of leaning into that expansion and then feeling that contraction of like, I don't know how. And then reminding yourself, what if this is possible? And this applies to any of our dreams and desires. And it can be something small or it can be something huge. When we can't see the path there, it's so easy for our mind to take over and to go into that contraction energy. And then we tell other people about it and they're like, you can't do that. That's not going to work for you. And they share all of their perspective and narratives into ours. And we sometimes take them on as our own, or we sometimes are like, well, never mind. I'm going to go and hold my dream over here. But often we're impacted by those people that we love because we share looking for our allies. And so I love that you've spoken this into this call. You've taken this action. You are a master manifester. And we talk about this a lot, Mom, because whatever you focus on expands. So when we focus on the contraction, it expands. When you focus on the expansion and the possibility, doorways fly open for you. And it's just about finding that place within ourselves that we can come home to when we're in the contraction, when we're in the fear, when we're in the narratives, when our mind starts going off with all of these thought patterns. I remember who I am. I remember what it feels like to know that that Carol that's at the retreat is walking towards me right now. She's walking across the grass with open arms, and she's going to greet me at the door. And she's going to wrap her arms around me, and we're going to cry and laugh, and we're going to be so excited to join in community in this moment because this is what I choose. So there's so much available here. There's so much to come from this. I'm actually like having ideas drop in to do full meditations around just getting into that energy of interacting with the us that is living our painted picture, so that we go there and we have conversations and we spend time together and we manifest it together. We do it in community because everything that we've done today is magnified. Instead of me sitting alone in my house meditating on my dream, I have brought my energy here with all of you, and together all of our dreams are now in this container and in this energy. They're all effervescent, they're all sparkling, they're all activating. All of us are moving towards ourselves in this quantum field. That's the magic of coming together in community like this.
And
Yeah.
I just share quickly, since I've been joining calls since late August, and yeah, it's so true. Like, first of all, what you guys are giving so graciously, it's so beautiful. It just, every time I'm here, it's just deep gratitude to you guys. So thank you, first of all. But yeah, like, I've been working on my expanded practice for about a year now. And it's just recently that it's like that path is so much clearer. Like, things are coming through, and it's like through the fascial work, through meeting with you guys.
Oh, I love you, Alexandra.
I'm sorry. It's just really like, I had an amazing call with Ria last week, and it just like, it was insane, the synchronicities that came through, like what spirit guided us towards. I was like, wait, this symbol means something to you? Wait, this means something to you? It was just so beautiful. And I felt so honored to be that channel for spirit for her. And then, I have potential big clients coming through right now, really close to it. So,
Amazing.
like, literally the most ideal client I could ever even possibly conjure up. I met with him yesterday. It's like, he's so excited. Like, I don't even know, like, I'm still working through my unworthiness. How can I even deserve this? I go through that, but yeah, it's this community that's really supporting me through it, because you're all doing it. You're just, working through it, working through our traumas and showing how, and holding space, and the reciprocal relationship of holding space for each other in these meetings is so powerful. That's why I show up. The only reason I missed yesterday is because we were talking for like me and this guy were talking for like hours.
Oh, that's amazing.
So yeah, I'm sorry. I'm really emotional because it's just, I'm so grateful I found you guys.
Thank you so much, Alexandra. Can I share an invitation? If it feels right for you, I invite you to repeat after me. I remember my worth. I remember my value. I reclaim all of my worth now. It never went anywhere. It's always been right here inside of me, just waiting for me to remember. This is who I truly am. Thank you. I love you.
Yeah, I just want to share when you say this is what I'm here for, this is who I truly am. It's like, yes, that's for me. And I think like I struggle with, and I think a lot of people struggle with, oh, this is other people's painted picture. And they might have, one thing that comes up for me a lot is they might have like homeschooling in that. And I'm like, oh, that would be so great to homeschool and like wish I could, but I also know like what I'm doing. I wouldn't be able to do this and that. And sometimes that's okay, right? Like it's not, and I'm trying to like let go of that jealousy and envy too of other people's paths. It's not even my path. And so, yeah, when you say that, it's like I just get straight confirmation that like, no, this is just focus on this because this is, well, my family brings me so much joy. It's me finding my own fulfillment and joy that's going to help them see how they can find theirs. So, yeah, I love that.
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate you. Nadia, would you like to share? Yeah, great.
Yes, thank you very much for everything you offer, yeah, to the community. I really appreciate it. And I just wanted to say, Kyla, that your voice, there's something about your voice. I mean, it touches deeply in my soul every time. It's amazing. I mean, it's really amazing. And yesterday, somebody wrote in the app about weight loss, and I commented underneath about my struggle with compliments, and that it took me years to be able to say thank you whenever somebody paid me a compliment. I would usually say, okay, don't, I just couldn't accept it. And so it took me years, and then I started saying thank you, even though I didn't believe the other person and the thing that was said to me. But it was important for me to learn to say thank you in a way um, to build a habit of accepting slowly, And so, as I mentioned this, today something really interesting happened. I met a girl, and she was saying, "Oh, you're very beautiful. You're very beautiful. You're like," it was unreal. Like it was in a way, like the universe was trying to tell me, what are you gonna do now? Because it was not your typical way of meeting somebody and telling you like 3 times, "You're really very beautiful," and things like that. So I said, "Thank you, thank you." And when I went back home, I had a huge headache, really, really. I mean, and I realized that my body was resisting this energy. So the moment I realized it, I said, I allow myself to feel beautiful and to accept this compliment. And it really shifted for me. So I just wanted to share this with you. Yeah.
Yes, that's so beautiful. Thank you for sharing, Nadia. Wow, so powerful. Yeah. And just showing up for ourselves in that way, so tenderly and so lovingly. I I really, really appreciate that. Thank you. It is such a big one, isn't it? Receiving compliments and letting them come into our system. How does this feel in my body? Do I choose this? Am I open to receiving this? I invite you to carry those two questions with you. And the next time someone gives you a compliment, just see, can I receive this? Do I choose to receive this? And does that then expand my capacity to receive? It's a beautiful practice. Is there anything else anyone would like to share or speak into? Thank you, everyone, for joining. It is our absolute pleasure to share these experiences with you. The INFLOW team started as a group putting together retreats, and that has evolved and transformed and bloomed into a group that supports community. So we offer some free classes in the app, some paid workshops. Some of us offer one-on-one, in person or online, and we have the retreats as well. And any and every time that we get to share space with you is truly an honor and a gift. So thank you for co-creating this experience with us. I love you. I appreciate each of you. And I wish you a beautiful day. Thank you. We'll see you soon. Bye, everybody.
Oh, thank you guys. Bye. See you soon.
Thanks, Mom.
Bye, Judy.
Bye, Tarka. Great to see you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.